I mentioned this movie last week, and you said, what? You never even heard of it.
Well, I saw the picture on Netflix homepage. I said, oh, just another Netflix show. And I when you said it's on there, I said, who cares?
But then you started watching it.
Well, here's the thing. Mark hasn't been available. Don's moving. There's not a lot of time to plan things and record about TV and movies. And so we needed some stuff. Like, come on, let's get going on the channel. And you said this, and I said, that's what we got? That's scraping the bottom of the barrel. And so I started watching it at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I had nothing to do. I didn't stop laughing.
He sends me a text message. Bah, ha, 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 ha.
And I was only 15 minutes into it.
So this is a movie where we have a man and a woman getting married. She runs a yoga studio. He's a bank manager.
Okay, now when you say a man...
Well, wait, I'm getting there. He is the ultra-modern weak man.
Billy and Lily McDermott. Meet my parents.
Pleasure to meet you, Neil.
You're very attractive.
Well, thank you.
That's not a compliment. For me, it's too much.
He has more soy in his system than blood.
Like, he bursts out crying. He's a very emotional guy. He's the nerd of the group. His wife is the strong one. But I mean, he's over the top weak.
Yeah, somehow she still finds him adorable.
Yeah. Well, he can sing in real life, so maybe that's it.
He can?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the lead singer of the a cappella group in the Men for Pitch Perfect. That's the main guy.
Oh, okay. So Adam Devine?
Adam Devine, yeah. And it's Nina Dobrev. And then we have Ellen Barkin as the mom. We have
Pierce Brosnan
as the father. Those are the main characters. The other ones are in there as well. You'll know them as the other parents. But the main characters are them. And we have somebody from the Marvel series shows up from there. And we always forget his name. He's the cop.
Oh, yeah. The guy from Cliffhanger. I forget his name every single time.
He's the guy in blue from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Everyone loved him.
I'll put it here.
We'll put it here. We always forget his name, but he's so popular out there.
Him and the new Hulk guy, the Banner. What's
Mark Ruffalo?
That's the one. I can't remember his name.
That one I remember. But, so that's the setup. And of course, the parents come into town, and there is a bank robbery. And he suspects it's the in-laws' parents are the robbers. Mm-hmm. That's basically the story.
This is a robbery!
I think your parents robbed my bank.
You can't be serious.
They knew the voice activation code to get in the vault, which I'm pretty sure I told your mom about when I was wasted.
She left me roses
By the stairs.
Now, when you're talking about Adam Devine's character being a man, then you enter Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
And
who's Ultraman.
He is a man. Like, he's complete alpha. And, like, just the presence on the screen, I fell in love with him.
And I don't know what was him and his accents these days. There's always Irish accent or Scottish accent all the time.
That's his accent.
No, in real life, but he's James Bond. He doesn't have that accent.
But as an actor, you have...
But I'm used to him as James Bond, and I'm used to him in the TV series that he was in before. I'm not used to him as being that accent so strong, like that prominent, and so it throws me off guard every time I hear him. But should we go into a little bit of spoilers on this a little bit?
I don't think necessarily spoilers, but what I want to talk about is I don't like watching movies on my own.
Yes.
What's the point of watching a movie on your own? I think it's a social affair, right?
Unless you live alone like me.
And now I'm watching a Netflix movie alone at 5 o'clock in the morning that I don't want to watch. But I'm laughing all the way through.
I watched this movie and I said, this is Paul's movie. He's going to love this movie.
Were you?
Yeah.
You said that.
I said that. That's why I said you should watch it. I said, this is your humor right out there. It's kind of cringy, but laughing cringy.
Like, I don't think I laughed... I don't know. Like, I did laugh at American Pie and Superbad and stuff like that. But the feeling I got watching this was like the first time I watched Ace Ventura. And I was surprised that I was laughing so much.
It's just that every awkward thing that can go wrong goes wrong. There's a great interrogation scene where the cop's interrogating him, saying, "I don't understand how they got into your safe," because he's the bank manager. And when you're being accused of something that you didn't do, you had nothing involved in it, you'd be there and say, "Hey, look, I had nothing to do. They forced a gun to my head." No. He just bursts out crying, and the bubbles are coming out of his nose. He's tears down, and he has purple face because they put the dye in his face, etc., etc. It's just cringy laughing, but it was funny.
It was.
It was a funny movie, and not expensive to make at all.
I don't imagine. Like when it just opened, I saw it was him. I didn't recognize him. I said, "Oh, this is one of those D-list comedians that they're having star in this. This is gonna be great." But he was awesome.
No, he's actually pretty. We've seen him in a couple movies that we like now. Well, Pitch Perfect for one.
Okay, but I didn't recognize him, so he couldn't have been that.
He was also in the one where somebody and somebody need dates, and it's the two awkward guys, and they go and they get these girls to go on vacation with them to a wedding. The girls just want a vacation, and they just want dates to the wedding.
Oh, is that the Mexico one?
Yeah. No, it's not the one you're thinking of. But we like that movie as well. So we have liked movies he's in. And like I said, he can sing as well. I think he for this kind of movie, he can act.
Mm-hmm. Like even they had the villain in the movie, and she was just a bit character, but I even liked her. Like, she was, of course, cliche, but she had her funny moments.
Yeah. And there were a lot of cameos. Adam Sandler's wife shows up in this. She's the diva. That's Adam Sandler's wife, in case you didn't know. At the vegan cake place.
Oh, yeah?
She's the diva. That's his wife.
Oh, yeah, this is produced by Happy Madison.
Happy Madison. I was waiting for her to show up. She's in every one of his movies, so I knew she was going to show up at some point.
Oh, I didn't even know she was in all of them.
Yeah, every single one. As a fun flick, if you're looking for something lighthearted comedy, I think Outlaws was absolutely suited the bill. It's one of the best Netflix cheap movies I've watched in a long, long time.
Cheap, paint by numbers, but funny.
Yeah, because they throw in a spin on it, right? A couple. There's nothing in here you couldn't predict.
There's nothing more comedic than men. Like, you're gonna hate this, that I'm gonna say this, because you're all anti-woke and stuff like this.
You're thinking of Mark.
Making fun of men who are not real men is funny.
Yeah, but that's not woke. That's what I feel.
No, but every time you guys are saying, "Oh, look, they make the men weak and feminine, and the women are strong."
They did it for comedy's sake. This isn't a drama that this happened in. They made this for a comedy. That's why it's funny.
Well, it was funny.
You know, they basically patterned this, took the character from Paul. And they said, if Paul was in this robbery situation, what would happen?
That's completely not true, because my hair is on my forearms, his is on his lower back.
On his lower back. And again, super hot woman is going to marry that guy. Sure.
That's how you know it's a fantasy.
Fantasy comedy. All right. But again, highly recommend it.
Yep.
Check it out.
That's our new intro.